So I wanted to talk to everybody out there about doTERRA from a business perspective today, and also how we can involve the guys in it. It's very much a female-dominated industry, and I make the joke sometimes, I guess, that I live my life in a little bit of an estrogen bubble, but as time has gone by, more and more of the guys are starting to come on board, and either as wellness advocates themselves in their own right, but more commonly to support their partner who's already been sharing doTERRA for a while, and what that might look like and how you can bring them on board. The very first thing I think that's important for us as guys to do is actually just to start using some of the doTERRA products and actually understand what they do. For me, my paradigm around essential oils when I first got to hear about them, although my wife's been using them for many years, and then the business side of things came later, I really thought that essential oils were for people who wore tie-dyed pants and maybe didn't own any shoes. So it took me a little bit of a while to understand that doTERRA has a really strong science focus, and that they really want to educate people about how they work with the body to create health, and how the therapeutic value of the oils has a huge impact on us. And as I've researched it more and more, I've come to understand how powerful that is, and how much of a difference they do make to us, and how they can support our body's natural healing state. So that, combined with things like the Lifelong Vitality Pack, is where I started. And of course I never leave home without my ice blue rub, because having spent a lot of time playing sport and maybe punishing my body a little bit, I have all those aches and pains, and sometimes I do wake up in the morning not feeling like everything's working as it should, and it works brilliantly for me. So guys, start by using the products and that kind of thing. From this perspective of moving into the business, one of the things I've found is really important for the ladies out there who are already doing this is to involve your partner early, and ask questions of how they might be able to help, or what they might like to do to support, and get them engaged in the process. Whether that's putting them on as a co-applicant on your account, if that might be a place to start. But really showing them through what you're doing, getting them onto the back office and helping explain to them what the team looks like, and showing them some of the numbers behind your business in terms of the amount of people that are involved, how it's growing, how many people are enrolling, showing them through the ranks. And the compensation plan is always a powerful thing for us guys, because once we start to see the money side of things, typically the guys get a little bit excited about the income coming into the home. So that's something that's really powerful to do as well. So another thing that we can do as men to support our partner, obviously, it's to create space for them to be able to go out and do the sharing activities in doTERRA. So it usually means that we pick up a little bit more of the pieces around the home, or around supporting the family and the children and those kind of things. But for me, I found that to be something that was probably an unexpected benefit to me in my life, and the closeness that I've had with my children since we've been in doTERRA has actually deepened. The relationship that I have with my kids has gotten better and better, because I'm spending more time with them, creating that space for Vanessa to go out and do that wellness advocate activity before I came on board and started doing it myself. Then one of the things that I did was I started researching a little bit about the essential oils, getting the Modern Essentials app on your phone, or the book, to be able to just have a read through and help to understand for yourselves about the science side of the essential oils and the products, and how they actually interact with our bodies and do create a health benefit. There's an awful lot of research out there these days from some of the best research universities in the world that are independently doing this work to see how the essential oils are supporting us with so many health concerns. But the Modern Essentials app is a really great thing, I think, for us guys. It's very simple. We can just search up a healthcare concern, and it gives us the essential oils that are going to support us with that, and tells us why it supports that body system that way. So getting engaged with the science side of things, if that's something you're interested in, also helps a lot. And the first thing that I did when Vanessa asked me to support her in the business and to help her with getting the team growth going, was I actually went out and I watched her teach a class, and I watched what happened with the people and the response they had to the essential oils. And that's what got me excited about this from a business perspective, because I saw what happened when she went out there and she shared the oils, and people loved them. They didn't just like the idea of it or thought, yeah, I'll give that a try. They were super excited. And then when they got their oils, and then there was a follow-up class or a wellness consult that followed that, they couldn't wait to get other doTERRA products to support other people in their families. And the excitement that they had to be able to go out there and share showed me that from a business perspective, this was a really sound model. And then as I went on to look at the compensation plan, which is really, I've never been, by the way, involved in network marketing before. In fact, I don't even identify with it to the point that I don't even call it that for myself. What I call it is connection marketing. You know, we spend our time connecting with people and helping listen to them, learn about their concerns for their health or that of their family, and trying to assist them with that. And the more connections we make, the more people we help. And of course, the flow-on effect of that is a very strong business for us. When your partner first talks to you about the income structure and how it works, the numbers sound sometimes a little bit, wow, is that really possible? Do people really earn that kind of money doing this sort of a thing? And I'm here to tell you that it's true. Look me up on Facebook, message me and ask me any question you like about it. But, I'm here to tell you that these income numbers are real, and they're real and available for anybody. And your partner could definitely succeed in this business. I've spent a long time hiring, training and motivating commission-only salespeople, and that was a business I had for quite a long time. And I used to be very specific about the kind of people that I wanted to attract into that business. And what I found since we've been in doTERRA over the last few years is that it really is for anybody. Those upper levels of income are something that anybody can achieve. And if we can just support our partners to give them that opportunity to go out there and do that income earning activity in those early days and get the ball rolling for them, the income certainly does follow. But like any business, doTERRA is just like, I liken it to a jumbo jet taking off. They use up to 1/3 of their fuel on takeoff. And then it's not until after the halfway point of the flight, so the journey that they're undertaking, do they reach the break-even point even before they get to the profit point. And it's the same with any business. If you start out a business from scratch, then you have to be prepared to invest a lot of your time and usually some of your money, or a lot of your money, to get it going and get it off the ground. The alternative to that is maybe you buy into a business like a franchise scenario, where really the system exists for you. You don't have to go out there and feel your way with it. It's all laid out for you, and it does produce a return straight away. But of course, for most of us to afford to buy one of those franchises, we have to lend money, which means that we're paying back a loan straight away. So really, that's not a cash flow positive business straight away either. With doTERRA, the time from starting to getting cash flow is very, very quick. For it to be at least a cost neutral business, it's really days and weeks, if that. That can occur after just the very first class. So yes, you're putting time in, and then over time that starts to pay us back. But we now have found, really even after just our first year, that the income that we've been receiving every month is far in advance of the hours that we're still working every week. So what's happening is we're now being paid back for those early days that we spent where we were enjoying it, having a great time. My wife was happy and inspired. And although she was, the business wasn't really costing us anything to run financially, she maybe wasn't being compensated in those very first days and weeks and for her hours, but that quickly changed, and now the amount that we're getting paid is significantly above the hours that we work, and for any comparable rate or hourly rate for any professional, and it really has changed our lives. And we find ourselves for the very first time not spending our days thinking about money and have we got enough of it, and can we afford to do this or can we afford to do that. We really wake up each day thinking, how can we make a difference to the people in our team or in our lives now? What can we do that's going to serve them? What's going to give them the opportunity to step out of the matrix and live a different life as well? So it's an inspiring way to live. It really has changed our lives. And I implore you as men to support your partner in this. It is real. They can really make a great success of this. And I'd love to support you as men on the journey as well. So if I can help in any way, shape or form, please find a way to reach out and we can have a chat.